stakes as we approach the end of the season. Bowl positioning, playoff spots, all on the table, but only to find a way to win. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. And the Cyclones will kick it away to start us off. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. So the Arizona State Sun Devils offense will get the first possession of the game. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance, so I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on first and breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. No Cam Scatterboo this season, guys. He was the definition, all-purpose workhorse back a year ago. He put Arizona State in the national spotlight. David, how do you replace a guy who was not only so productive, but was really the heart and soul of the team's identity?
Well, you know what's nice, Reese? It's nice to have a quarterback that's a superstar, a budding superstar. Sam Levitt is that guy. Can run it, can throw it, showed so much moxie last year. The offense might look a little bit different, but it's nice to have a trigger man like that.
Looking for a man. It's Levitt. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. Finds his man open. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt, they want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Arizona State. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
He'll bring it out. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will try to get something started with their first possession. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as these two right here. And you're going to see them get the ball in a variety of ways. We're seeing offense change in college football, and one of the biggest reasons is the versatility now at the tight end position, and these are two of the best in the entire country.
Here's a heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And how about this defense? Your offense goes right down the field, scores on the first drive, and now you come out, get a big sack on third down, and force a punt. You talk about creating momentum early and shutting the home crowd up. Mission accomplished.
And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Arizona State has the ball back, and the offense making its way onto the field. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Fires to the big fella. Guys, when you think about Arizona State, by the end of the day, one of these two teams will control their conference destiny the rest of the way. Potential bye in the college football playoff on the line. This game critical at this point in the season for both teams.
And so much talent in this game, too. Outstanding coaching staffs, NFL talent on both teams going into this one. David, this might be a rematch in the conference championship game. We might get to see this matchup again.
And it's so nice to have two teams playing so well at the top of their conference. You know this game matters. There's no sleepwalking into this game. You see the numbers at the top of the conference. It's you and it's them. Who's going to come out today?
Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit. The Sun Devils line it up with a 1st and goal. To the air, it's Levitt. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. And the holder will spot it on the 14 for a 24-yard attempt. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Off play action on 1st down. Wide open downfield. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
Strong safety blitzes can sometimes be hard to see coming from a quarterback standpoint because we're used to seeing the strong safeties insert themselves into the box, but you don't oftentimes see them blitz like that. That can be tricky to watch.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the 2nd down misfire. Working that wide receiver screen. There he goes. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. The Cyclones line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Brown. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the 1st down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. Across the 45. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Moving away from pressure. Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
On a big 3rd down, love the discipline by the defense there. You got everybody with their eyes on the quarterback, rallying to the football, showing good speed on D.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Sun Devils are rolling down the field. Wants to throw on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. And he missed it. No good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to throw, it's Beck. Got his man quickly. Let's talk for a second about Iowa State. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. 4-star defensive linemen, gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. And the Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll leave it with him. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eat.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Got it set up on the outside. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Let's think a second about Arizona State. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class in this next cycle.
Right there, I think you need a better play call. You got to help your quarterback out a little bit because the throw has got to at least make it to the sticks. On that last play, you're basically trusting the guy to make a few dudes miss in order to go pick up that first down. I think you need to start being a bit more aggressive here when these third downs present themselves.
They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. Give to the single back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
That's caught. It's Sauer. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. Scanning the field, it's Beck. Blasted as he lets it go. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the drive.
Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Here's the pressure. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. The Sun Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Across the 25, he's got room. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Has to get there to move the sticks. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
4th and short, a lot of times you know what's coming. I know what's coming. Who's going to be more physical? They give it to the running back. O-line does their job. Nice pickup on 4th and short.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. On the snap, it's Tyson. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. Boston College is on top, but it's not like Matt Ryan or Doug Flutie are playing quarterback today, which is why they can't pull away. They're up by 4 over Notre Dame. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After getting knocked back to open this drive in 2nd and 12. Looking for a man, it's Beck. A strike downfield. And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Hansen. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Townsend. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the catch near the sideline, but he's downed immediately before he gained an inch.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Makes the grab. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this offense.
With the catch, it's Sowell. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Today's game in football, it's about getting your speedsters in space. Why? Because you let them do the rest. You get them the football quickly, let them break tackles. You see so many times them making plays after the catch. So hard to stop.
That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the score. Something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Find some space and put his team in much better field position. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Tight end finds a soft spot. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll pull it down and run. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. And the Sun Devils can really attack on this second and short. Making side adjustments here. To the air, it's Levin. Caught over the middle, it's Brown. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. Kick comes up a little short, and now he's thinking kick 6. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, looks like the magic from Hilton Coliseum has rubbed off on both teams there so far in Ames.
Looking for blockers. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
The play-action fake. Fires to the big fella. And the Cyclones will move the sticks.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the completion.
Pressure coming. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Cyclones with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. To the air on second down. Got his man. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. Catch in the middle. It's Sowell. Now with a great opportunity as they pick up the first down. They've got it at the 40. And the Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got his man. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, he'll take that throw all day.
The Cyclones get enough for the first down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. They couldn't make the connection on second down. Now a 3rd and 7 to keep the drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. They've been able to move the ball, but the kicker has let them down. They've had missed field goals, and you wonder now if you get in plus territory, you just go for it on 4th down. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to throw, it's Levitt. Extending the play. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out. But when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Punt is in the air. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. The offense somehow fell on it, and they'll retain possession. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Looking for room, it's Hansen. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. And the Cyclones now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Sets up the screen. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Hansen. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Cyclones look to keep this drive humming. He'll keep it himself. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. And the Cyclones really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Beck. Got his man on the outside. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. The Cyclones will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. They'll get this drive going from the 17. On the run, it's Udo. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They'll try the run. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Flushed out of the pocket. That's reeled in. It's McClain. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The Sun Devils will punt it away on 4th down. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Hansen. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Cyclones with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Give to the running back. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Shoved out of bounds after a big gain. They'll mark it at the plus 42. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Cyclones trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Beck. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Tight end now in motion. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Makes the grab. It's Townsend. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Sauer. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the 1st down. And the Cyclones will line it up on 1st and 10. From the gun. Give on the inside. Wrestled down at the 26. It's a gain of 4. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Grabbed behind the line. It's solid. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Jackson. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. They'll stop him short. Just what they needed as they get the ball back for their offense. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Pass to Sticks, and he may get more. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Takes the handoff. It's Udo. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. And the Sun Devils can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Sends it back in motion. With jet sweep pass. Gets it to the 46-yard line. 1st down for this offense. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Sun Devils are marching down the field. Give to the back. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The crowd elevating its energy, willing this defense to get a stop on this big 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Hamilton. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
What a show both of these teams put on today. Couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so,